On a humid evening in the heart of Manila, where jeepneys roared past in bursts of color and street vendors called out their last sales of the night, a young Filipino boy stood beneath a flickering lamppost with nothing but a worn-out microphone and a borrowed guitar. His slippers were dusty, his shirt slightly oversized, and his voice trembling, not from fear, but from hunger and hope. The busy crowd barely noticed him at first. People rushed home from work, clutching plastic bags filled with rice and canned goods, too tired to look up. But when he began to sing the opening chords of Hotel California by Eagles, something extraordinary happened. His voice, rich and haunting beyond his years, cut through the traffic noise like a beam of light in the dark. Conversations slowed. Footsteps paused. One by one, strangers turned their heads, drawn to a sound so pure it felt almost unreal. There was pain in his tone, but also control, an old soul hidden inside a child's fragile frame. As he sang about a lovely place you can never leave, his own life seemed to echo in every lyric. He wasn't performing for fame. He was singing for survival. His family lived in a small shanty house near the railway tracks, where every passing train rattled their walls like a reminder of instability. His father had once been a construction worker, but lost his job during hard times, and his mother washed laundry for neighbors to keep food on the table. Music became the boy's only escape. He learned to play guitar by watching free videos through a cracked phone screen and practiced late at night while others slept. The streets became his stage, coins as applause, and passing strangers as audience. Yet despite the hardship, he never begged. He sang. Each note carried dignity, resilience, and an unspoken prayer for something greater. One evening, a tourist captured his performance on a smartphone and uploaded it online. Within days, the video spread across social media like wildfire. Millions were stunned. Comments poured in from around the world, praising the angelic street kid with the unbelievable voice. Among those who saw the clip was a talent scout connected to America's Got Talent. The show, known for discovering raw talent from unexpected places, had seen many emotional auditions. But this was different. There was authenticity in the boy's performance that couldn't be manufactured. An invitation was sent. At first, the family thought it was a scam. Traveling from the Philippines to America seemed impossible for people who struggled to afford daily meals. But soon, official confirmation arrived. Sponsors stepped forward. Passports were arranged. For the first time in his life, the boy boarded an airplane, not to sing on the streets, but to sing on one of the biggest stages in the world. When he finally stood under the dazzling lights of the AGT stage, the theater felt overwhelming. The audience murmured as the small, humble-looking boy introduced himself in shy, broken English. Sitting at the judges' panel was the famously hard-to-impress Simon Cowell, alongside other celebrity judges waiting to be amazed or disappointed. Simon raised an eyebrow when the boy announced he would sing Hotel California. It's a bold choice, often overdone, and difficult to master. The instrumental track began. For a split second, there was silence. Then he sang. The first line floated gently, controlled and effortless. By the chorus, the entire auditorium was still. His high notes soared with emotional depth that seemed impossible for someone his age. The crowd erupted in applause before he even finished the final note. Some audience members wiped tears from their eyes. Even Simon, known for his sharp critiques, leaned forward with visible shock. As the last chord faded, the room exploded into a standing ovation. The boy stood frozen, overwhelmed by thousands of people cheering his name. Simon took a slow breath before speaking. He called it one of the most authentic performances he had ever witnessed. He spoke about how talent can come from anywhere, any street corner, any broken home, any forgotten place. The camera zoomed in on the boy's trembling hands as Simon reached toward the golden button in front of him. "This," Simon said softly, "is why we make this show." And then he pressed it. Golden confetti rained down like a miracle from the ceiling. The boy dropped to his knees, crying as the crowd roared even louder. Back home in Manila, neighbors gathered around a small television inside a sari-sari store, screaming in joy as they watched their local hero showered in gold. That golden buzzer moment was more than just a television highlight. It became a symbol of hope for millions. The poor Filipino boy, who once sang for spare change, had proven that dreams are not reserved for the privileged. His journey from the noisy streets of Manila to the grand stage of America's Got Talent inspired countless families facing poverty. Donations poured in to support his education. Music producers reached out with offers. But through it all, he remained humble, promising to never forget where he came from. "I sang on the streets because I had to," he later said in an interview, "but I sing on the stage because I love it." His voice, once drowned by traffic, now echoed across the world, reminding everyone that even in the darkest corners, talent shines brightest when given a chance.